Come on now. Come on. All right then. Another great day. Welcome. Oh my goodness. It is so good to be here. Another evening, morning, afternoon, middle of the night. I was up last night, between 2 and 4 a.m. Just so excited, man. Just making sure everything is right for you guys. So thank you for coming out. Thank you for joining this live again. Another night. We are actually on, let me double check here. I think we are on day 10 of the Focus Marathon. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the Focus Marathon is doing very well. It is hot, it is burning, it is trending. And it is all because of you.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, so go ahead. I mean, don't just do that. Go ahead and talk to the people, say hi to them, say hello. I mean, this is an exciting time.
It is.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good.
Awesome.
So welcome to day 10 of the Focus Marathon. It's so good to be back again. We've had some really amazing guests come on and just drop wisdom, nuggets, just some insight for all of us to think about and ponder. And tonight is really no different.
No, it's not. Not at all. Matter of fact, tonight is a transitional night.
Okay.
This night is pivotal. This is the night. If you have ever been at a point in your life where you had to make a shift, a change, an adjustment, a tune-up. Karen talked about having that occasional tune-up. Hey, get your pad, get your pencil. I almost say that every night.
Right.
Get your pad and pencil. Look, I keep mine with me. I don't know if you get, I keep my pad and pencil. Every night I'm getting some nuggets and I'm writing it down. Well, tonight is no different. We have a speaker, presenter, facilitator that's coming to you tonight. And I just believe, me personally, I want to sit back and enjoy the presentation tonight. I think it's going to be maybe earth-shattering for some people.
Okay.
Earth-shattering. If you maybe
eye-opening.
Look, sometimes I start to say what the people are going to talk about because I'm so excited, but I got to calm down. Let me calm down. I just need to calm down. So what we're going to do, without further ado, first of all, what's coming up the rest of the week, Miss Karen?
So we're day 10. Today is Wednesday. So we have two more weekdays of the marathon. And so tomorrow night, we're talking about creating change in your community. And then on Friday, we're going to be talking about how to focus so that you can overcome diabetes.
So this is another Fitness Friday, And this one is a dynamic conversation around overcome diabetes. No secret potions, no fancy pills, no magic formulas, just hard work, simple to follow. And we have a young lady that's coming to show you exactly how to do it.
She's going to walk you through what she went through herself and give just some really great tips. So we hope you will join us on Friday for that as well. Just some really good topics coming up. And so you don't want to miss a night because every night gets better and better. Every night, there's just more and more information, but it's great information, something that can be applied to your everyday lives. Make sure you tell your friends, your family members, tell them to log in, tell them to subscribe to our YouTube channel, tell them to just be here at 8:00 every single night so that they can get these good bits of nuggets and this good wisdom that's coming forward.
Yeah, these aren't chicken nuggets.
Not chicken nuggets, no.
These are some powerful nuggets that you can use. They're not chicken nuggets. I had catfish nuggets the other day. Well, a couple of months back. Well, was it last year? Anyway, that was pretty good. But better than the catfish nuggets is what you're going to get tonight. All right, so let's get into this.
All right. So we have a special guest. And so I'm going to introduce him very quickly.
And I'm going to bring him up to the screen.
All right. Sounds good. His name is William Craig, and he is a career transition coach. He helps job candidates utilize LinkedIn profile optimization, interviewing, networking, and research skills to find their dream job and get hired in 6 to 12 weeks or less. He and his team have helped over 42,000 Americans reboot the dialogue between themselves and prospective employers. This has resulted in over $127 million in new earned wages since the beginning of the pandemic. That's just like 2 or 3 years ago.
Right. This is crazy. This is already crazy.
Let me just tell you a couple more things about this young man we have coming to the stage. So William, he says that he's blessed to have trained and coached thousands of older workers, as well as helped to launch the careers of hundreds of millennials and Gen Xers through his work as an adjunct professor. He is proof that this is proof that he is revolutionizing the pursuit of employment for millions who are unemployed, underemployed, or simply unhappily employed. But most importantly, he's here tonight to help you too. So get ready, buckle your seats.
Oh, I'm ready.
And get your notepad out. Get your questions ready. If you have a question tonight, put it in the chat, but put the letter Q in front of your comment and your question so that we know that you have a question for our speaker this evening.
Yes. So without further ado, virtually around the world, let's give Mr. William Craig a round of applause and a big welcome to the Focus Marathon.
Wow. Well, first of all, thank you so much, Karen and Antonio. It's such a blessing to be with you all tonight. And can I just say to everybody, whether you're watching this live or you come and you see it at some other time, send some love to shout out Karen and Antonio Cheeks for the work that they are doing. This Focus Marathon was a wonderful idea. You know, they say, if you want to learn something, the best way to learn it is to teach it. And you all are coming right down the pike. You're teaching some stuff. I had to write that not chicken nuggets down, Antonio. I got to use that. Got to use that one. But honestly, to hear that you all had an idea and then you moved on it, you acted on it, and you're sharing your love for serving others with the world. Hats off to you, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this momentous occasion.
Well, sir, thank you for coming. And I have to tell you, I was telling Karen, we was upstairs, before the show, and I said, babe, I was talking to Mr. Craig a few days ago, and it's something about him that makes you step up your game. Oh. I said, in a day and time where people are trying to see who could look the worst. You know what I'm saying? I mean, in my opinion, it's like, it's just going downhill. And every time I see you, you step the game up. Mm-hmm. So now, ladies and gentlemen, this was not planned. I said, let me grab a tie in honor of Mr. Craig tonight. And he comes on here with the same color tie, different pattern. But you can't write that. You can't write that. So absolutely. That's nothing but divine intervention right there. And it's because of you. I was at work when we talked. And when we hung up, I was like, man, I think I had maybe a t-shirt. I can't remember what I had on. I may have had on a shirt. But I said, you know what? Proximity to greatness will step your game up.
I am humbled, my friend. I am humbled. Thank you. But good job, by the way. Good job.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm like, okay.
No, you're doing it. You're doing it. Every win is a win. All right.
Yes.
Hey, look, you guys only give me an hour to do this. So can we jump into the material? And
you got it, sir.
Let's do it.
If certainly if there is some information that you need clarity on, you can slow my train down a little bit. But I want to roll on through because there's a lot to cover in a short period of time. Tonight, we are focusing on 5 areas for a successful career transition. And so what does that look like? At the end of the day, let's see here. Let's get that back on the screen. So you can't hit the space bar. All right, very good. Who will this information benefit? That's the first question. Because people are like, oh my goodness, he's going to be talking about career transition. Well, why not start with you? Why not start with you? Yes, your brother-in-law needs a job so he can stop asking you for money. Yes, your son, your daughter, they need to get out of your house so that you can be an empty nester again. But guess what? You never know how things are going to turn out. So pay attention to this information. If it's not for someone else, it is definitely for you. All right. So let's start with you. Next, why should you listen to what I have to say and what Karen and what Antonio have to say? Because if, big word there, if you take action, it will change your life in the lives of others. I heard some of your speakers, and you know, when you go to that housewarming with the millionaire guy, make sure you invite me. Okay, I'll be the third wheel. And but he talked about leaving a legacy. He talked about doing something that was going to be monumental, not only in your life, but in the lives of others. And when we talk about career transition, we often think in the moment, but we don't see down the road. And we have to be thinking about down the road as we make these decisions. I was sharing with someone, it's not just about picking a job because of the pay. You've got to consider what that's going to mean for your life. And so again, it's not just your life, but the lives of others as well. All righty. So who am I? A little bit about me really quickly. There's a picture with me and Kamora Lee sharing the stage. Y'all remember her? Russell Simmons and I wrote a couple of books. Karen, I loved the interview that you all did last night. She was off the chain, and she don't want to get on the chain ever again. But here we go. If you missed last night's segment and you have a little bit of unction in you to write stuff down and share stories, by all means, take a look at that broadcast because it was phenomenal. But here we go. So radio producer, talk show host. For many years, I co-hosted a show that we're seeing around the world, and I have produced almost 2,000 radio commercials and voiceovers. Karen, I know, but you know, we got, I know, we're there, but I had to go where the calling led me. And so at the end of the day, yeah, I've been the voiceover artist, the copywriter, but my passion is truly in training and coaching. I am a serial entrepreneur. We've got a little picture there of a mouse phone. I was featured in Black Enterprise for this mouse phone I did. Long story short, got the marketing rights for a product that was manufactured in China for the entire United States on a whim, just because I sent an email, okay, and created a business around that, wrote a book, Keep Your Identity to Yourself, and built a business around that. This was the website, the Identity Theft Protectors, and worked with some phenomenal people on that. But I got to tell you something. Even as I wrote these commercials, I became the top voiceover artist on the Fiverr platform for several years. And that led to an invitation to speak at the National Press Club, which was on my bucket list. And all of that was wonderful and exciting. But can I tell you all, it wasn't always this way. There was a time where I was the unemployed man. And as I like to say, I couldn't buy a job. In fact, folks would leave the house. I was sitting at the kitchen table. They'd come back home. I was still sitting at the kitchen table. And I don't know if anybody knows what that feels like, but after a few days, every now and then they look at you like, you still sitting here? You haven't got a job yet? And though I was trying, it wasn't coming like I was accustomed to having it show up for me. I was accustomed to sending out resumes, Antonio, and being able to pick and choose which job I wanted.
Right.
That went on for years. Karen, I got to the point where I felt like I hit that virtual brick wall, and I said, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? Mm-hmm. So I sat there and I said, self, we got to do something different because the marketplace has changed. And so we're going to have to change based on the marketplace. And Antonio, I started doing research. I started trying to find out what's going on in the marketplace. What are they looking for? How do you do a resume today? What's the newest technology that's being used when it comes to presenting yourself? And I can tell you that one thing led to another in short order. I'll say this. One thing led to another. I found a job that I felt like was a good place for me to be, that I could do. And that led to getting me back into the place where I really wanted to be. And we'll save some of that for another time. I think you all have actually dangerously invited me to come back.
Yeah.
Did we do that?
I think we did. Dangerously. I love that phrase. Dangerously invited you back.
You didn't know what you were getting yourselves into. I understand. But this coming Sunday, 8 o'clock, I'm coming back and we're going to talk a little bit more. Maybe I'll share more of that story. But here we go. Let's get into our first area of focus of the 5 for tonight of a successful career transition. And we're going to start off with embracing your power to be. Embracing it. Has anybody ever heard that phraseology? Your power to be. Let's ponder on that for a minute. But first, I want to ask the question, what makes up your power to be? Because just throwing it out there like that, there are a lot of things that could come to mind. And if you want to put something in the chat as far as what comes to mind when you hear the words power to be, please feel free to do that. And I'm just checking to see if there's something that's showing up. Thank you, Mark. You got a faithful member in Mark. Y'all ever start a church, he's going to be your first deacon. I know it. I know it. He is
Mark is fabulous.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Yes,
oh, my God.
We love him.
So here we go. Your power to be. All right. Well, got no takers, so we'll move on. So here are the few things that make up your power to be. Number one, or what I call your tags. And I call this your talents, your abilities, your gifts, and your skills. Oh, V-Jazz, thank you. Credentials, very good. V-Jazz is saying credentials. All righty. Your credentials, your street cred, right? The things that make you who you are. Here's a little technical way to say it. The stuff you know how to do or can learn to do. How you like those technical terms, Karen? The stuff you know how to do.
I love it. I love it.
So I love this quote by Albert Einstein. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it's stupid. I want to let that land. Because when we talk about career transition, oftentimes people don't feel that they can move on to that thing that they feel calling them, pulling them, that unction in them. Why? Because they spent so long as a fish trying to climb a tree. And if they just find the water that they can swim in, they would excel and see how great they are. Oh,
I'm already moving around in my seat already, and you just warming up.
Right. This is good.
All right, y'all. That means I can come back. That's all that means.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, you're good.
Thank you, Mark. What the things that set you apart? Exactly. All right. So here we go. Let's move on a little bit, because the other piece to that is not just about your tags, but it's about your character. I heard Bishop T.D. Jakes, renowned pastor, author, producer. Man, we don't have time to run his list of accolades, right? But he once said that talent will get you there, but your character will keep you there. And so Booker T. Washington said it this way: character, not circumstance, makes the person. And mind you, I'd like to also contribute to that to say that the circumstance highlights the character. Because once you get in a situation, I
love it.
We'll find out what your character is.
Absolutely.
So I came up with this little ditty, not P. Diddy, but this little doodad ditty.
You got a bunch of them.
You ain't seen nothing yet. A plus B equals C. A plus B equals character. A, my decision-making process when I'm alone, plus my decision-making process when I'm in the presence of others, equals my character. In other words, am I the same person all the time? Or do I be tripping sometimes? Huh?
Tripping sometimes.
That's me.
Okay. And I mean, can we just be real about it?
Right.
Because given the right circumstance, here we go, Mr. Washington, given the right circumstance, our character may make us turn left when we should be going right. And so there's got to be that introspection. You know, a few years back, everybody was talking about EQ, emotional quotient.
Intelligence.
Right.
Quotient. Yeah, emotional quotient, that emotional intelligence, and knowing who you are. And it's so very important to know who you are and address who you are, because as we look at this whole transition of careers, we have to come to terms with who we be. Oh my goodness.
This is good. This is good.
Poor English, but it's true.
But it's true. I love it.
So here's the next part of it. And this is where I really zone in on it. Who are you here to serve? And Antonio, we had a semi-intimate conversation around this.
Fantastic conversation around this. Please share.
And we were just getting started. And thank you, Miss Edwards, for the great energy. I appreciate that. And Mark says there's got to be some consistency with the me nobody knows. Boy, you better write some stuff up in here. Right.
People, look at these experts. These people are awesome.
I'm gonna have to bring Mark along, as my tag along. He can be the Robin to my Batman show here, right? But anyway,
they're awesome. They're awesome.
Look, you got to focus in on who you are here to serve. Again, this is the mistake that we make as it relates to making choices about our careers. We're looking at the dollars and cents of it. We're looking at all of the benefits. Well, nobody's even made an offer yet. So how can we talk about benefits? The only benefit you need to be talking about as you are approaching a career transition is, what are the benefits of having you on the team? Who are you here to serve? Okay, you're an administrative professional. There is a certain setting in which you can flow as an administrative professional. And there's a certain setting that's going to shut you down. As a bookkeeper, as an accountant, as a lawyer, as whatever it is that you do, you have to understand that there's a certain environment in which you can operate and flow, and you need to understand what that is based on, here we go, who you be. All right, let's move on. Y'all got quiet there. Y'all got real quiet.
No, but that's because people are thinking, and I'm trying to write. And ladies and gentlemen, just real quick, if you have a pertinent question that's desperately on your heart, when you put it in the chat, make sure you remember to put a Q in front of it so we'll know to really grab that one and make sure you get it answered.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. If here we go. If you want to know what the B means, it's right there on the screen. It means to become essential. Now, why is that so important? It seems like I don't get it. Become essential. Well, let's look at it from one standpoint. As a hiring manager, I know that there are going to be a certain number of employees that we're going to deem essential employees. Everybody heard that term before at work, right?
Yes.
Essential employees. And part of where that comes from is something called the Pareto principle. The Pareto principle, which says it's also known as the 80-20 rule. But as we apply it to business and human resources, we say, if we had to get rid of 80% of our human resources, where's the 20% that could keep us afloat and keep the business operating?
I got
See,
that.
when there's I was about to say 18 inches, but in the DC area, if we get half an inch of snow, we shut down. Right?
Exactly.
Right. Oh my God.
I'm from New York.
The thought of snow.
Look, hello. The hint. We've had those. Just the hint. The weatherman said we think it might snow and stuff shut down. But I'm from New York. I'm a New Yorker. Okay, I don't talk like this anymore. But anyway,
forget about it.
We had snow up to our kneecaps and had to walk to school.
No shoes.
Okay? Well, no, we had some. I was poor. I wasn't po. Okay. And it wasn't uphill both ways.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
But here we go. Us being essential means when they shut down, only the essential employees come to work. And many of them complain, but they don't understand what a blessing that is. Because you are the ones that when they start laying off, guess what? You're last on the list. You're not going anywhere. Now,
this is good.
How do you become essential? You might be asking. Oh, did that work this time? It did. I hit the space bar and it worked. Oh, wait. Anyway, what you've got to understand about becoming essential, a few things really quickly. Number one, your tags alone, talents, abilities, gifts, and skills, don't guarantee you opportunity. So just get off that high horse right now and understand that that's not necessarily. See, I knew I liked Mark for a reason. He's from the Bronx. He's from the Bronx. Okay. But look at this. Look at this. Your tags alone don't guarantee you opportunity. So stop tripping. Just because you're good doesn't mean you're going to become essential. Because remember, we had tags and we had character. Every day counts. That's the next piece. You can't slack. You got to give them your all every single day. You got to be caught doing the right thing all the time. When I grew up in an era where they told us, the old folks told us that as a black youth, you've got to be 3 times as good as your white counterparts in order to get opportunity. Okay. And what I learned in that was that they just needed somebody they could trust, because when they found someone they could trust, they give you the keys to the kingdom.
Right. Right.
That's true.
That is true. I've been there. I've seen that in action.
Number 3, know what the world will pay for what you have to offer. I have spoken. I went to Howard University. Y'all may have heard of a little college up in Northwest DC, and had the opportunity to speak to the incoming class at the School of Communications. And I asked them, "What are you here for?" And just realizing the elephant in the room, here's how I challenged them. Because I said, what is the world going to pay you for chasing skirts?
Come on.
What is the world going to pay you for looking for your husband, your husband? Okay. What's the world going to pay you for that? So while all of that is fun, at the end of the day, what you need to understand is you need to be here to figure out what you can get paid for, no matter where you are in the world. All right. Again, we're focusing on our career transition because it's not about, my background is in this. I told you, Antonio, I don't have the room to tell the story here about how I applied for a job I'd never done before. But it just so happened that job led to an opportunity to do exactly what I wanted to do. And then from that, another opportunity came, and another and another.
Yeah. Wow.
So you got to know what it is that you want to do. What will the world pay you for it? And then here we go. You got to prove, along with your tags, that you can be trusted.
Okay.
I alluded to that a moment ago.
Yes.
Right? Prove you can be trusted. Now, 5, life is like driving. You got to prepare for your turn before it comes.
I like that.
Can you unpack that one?
I'm gonna grab a little help from. I'm gonna grab a little help from the bishop again, Bishop T.D. Jakes, because just a couple of weeks ago he preached a sermon about hitting the spot. Hitting the spot. You can find it on YouTube if you're interested. Hitting the spot, and what he said was, and of course it was in relationship with being in the right place with God. He said too often what we expect is that we'll get to the right spot once the blessing comes. And no, you got to be in the right spot. So when the blessing comes, it will find you ready.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good stuff.
And here we go. That's how it is as it relates to our career transition. Someone once said you have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. And so do your research, figure out what's going on in the marketplace so that you can prepare yourself so that when opportunity opens up its door, you can walk through because you're ready to take advantage of it.
Gotcha. This is so good. This is good.
All right. We only got a little bit of time here, so don't slow me down now. All right. You've got to consistently anticipate your next term, because here we go. It's not good enough just to be good enough for today. I need to know how to prepare for tomorrow. and the next day. And so right now, while people are talking about recession and inflation, then what am I doing? I'm looking at, okay, what are the types of businesses that do well during recessionary times?
Right, right. Good one.
I'm not going to wait till they lower the hammer and say, okay, we're in a recession and we're going to pull back. No, I'm preparing now. Where are the potential clients that are going to need me once stuff starts hitting the fan? And I did say stuff, right? Okay.
Yeah. We have to have, I don't have my horn yet to stop people.
Your girlfriend almost broke that battle last night.
Man,
Here we go. And here we go. What are the signals that you send others? Because they matter. They matter. You can't say this and do that.
Right, right.
So if you say, this is what I'm about, and I had to learn that as it related to my own career. And I've just really come into my own as the career transition guy.
Right.
Because I was trying to be all things to everybody. And now I know I can't do that. And I understand what it means. So I know what my avatar is. We talked about that, Antonio.
Yep.
I know who my perfect client is. And now I'm spending all of my efforts to make sure that I'm speaking the language that my specific customer needs to hear.
It's hot up in here. It is hot in here. You on fire.
And here we go. And there are some people that I'm purposely sending signals to that say, don't come up in here.
Yeah.
I don't want to work with you.
I had this one phrase, all money's not good money.
Come on now.
So meaning, I didn't want to work with just anybody. It had to be the right fit. It had to be the right fit.
Got to be the right fit. So here we go. All right, we got to move on because this is good stuff here. I love it. I get excited. Another famous William said, to be essential or not to be essential? That is the question. Now, y'all just thought he was saying to be, but see, it was like a layup. If you know anything about basketball, he was throwing the ball off the alley-oop for me to come and do the slam dunk.
There it is.
Okay.
There it is. Love it.
Okay.
Love
so
it.
What he's saying is to be essential or not to be essential. That's the question you got to ask yourself. Now, The Matrix. Anybody see the movie The Matrix?
Yep.
Okay. Not the Reloaded, and just the first one.
Basic.
Here we go. They said it this way.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Man, and as I am working with my clients, y'all, I'm telling them all I'm offering you is the truth. You can either take the red pill and go down this rabbit hole and see what's out there for you, or you can wake up tomorrow after swallowing that blue pill and go on about your life of mediocrity, never knowing what was possible for you and the legacy that you could leave.
Wow.
I know I could drop the mic right there, but I'm not.
You really can.
So how do you focus on becoming essential? Number one, you got to meet the known wants and needs of others. So you read a job description. Those are the known wants and needs of that particular company. However, on the flip side of that, and this is the power of greatness, really, this is what really makes you stand out from the crowd, being able to meet the unknown wants and needs. Okay, now I'll share this really quickly. I went up for a contract with a local government agency, and they asked me to put together the proposal along with the curriculum. And when we sat down at the table after submitting my proposal and curriculum, the project manager said, team, not only did Mr. Craig give us what we asked him for, but he threw in some things that we didn't even realize that we needed. That was powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Guess what?
Right.
At that moment, I became essential. Woo!
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give myself a hand.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Anticipating the need before it even comes up. That's really good.
Here it is, but the need is already there. They just didn't recognize it. So again, we talk about the research. Oh my goodness. And I've got something that's going to bless the socks off of everybody who sees this. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But here we go. So to sum it up, our first area of focus is to become essential. And when you learn to become essential, Karen, Antonio, you will create your own opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And Antonio, I shared a little bit with you about how that has been working for me, as Dr. Phil would say.
Yes,
right?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on. We got a couple more. And I had to spend a lot of time there. Let me just say this. I spent a lot of time there. Don't worry about it. We're going to get through all 5. But I spent a lot of time there because mindset is the first area of focus. Because if you don't get your mind right, you're not going to be able to focus and do the things that you need to do to get you where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
My mantra in working with my clients is that I want to take you from where you are to where you want to be. But here we go. So many of my clients, they don't know where they want to be. And so we have to spend that time first helping them understand where it is they want to go. And so you got to get your mind right. So the second area of focus is you've got to seek new opportunities. So, okay, I know who I am. I know what value I bring to the table. I'm doing my research on what's going on in the marketplace. I got a good idea. I got some mentors I'm working with. Very important. Your guest last night talked about being coachable. Mm-hmm. You're a millionaire guest, and forgive me, I don't remember the names, but he talked about the fact that he was coachable. He was looking for an opportunity. He realized what his gifting was. And when that opportunity presented itself, he said, hey, I'm open. I can be taught.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Seek new opportunities. Survey the landscape to discover the possibilities. And again, this is all under doing the research. So number 1, you're going to do research on you. Number 2, you're going to do research on what's out there. Because industries are changing. The one thing I want to say about COVID-19 is it leveled the playing field in so many ways. And we don't have time to unpack that. But here's what I will drop on you. And this is for especially Mark, because I know he can receive it. COVID didn't happen to you. COVID happened for you.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to say
you just going to go past that one? Come on, man.
COVID didn't happen to you. COVID happened for you. It was a resetting of the clock, a resetting of the stage, a resetting of expectations. Businesses that said, oh, no, we can't do remote work. All of a sudden, guess what? March 15th, 2020, we're going to have to go virtual.
Yep.
People are going to have to work remotely.
Mm-hmm.
So much so that now, guess what? Many companies are saying, you know what? Why should we continue paying hundreds of thousands of dollars in overhead for rent? Let's just let people work from home.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, what a concept.
Right. Wow. Who would have thunk it, right?
Right.
Who would have thunk it? Oh my God, the comments. Oh my goodness. I'll come back to the comments because yeah, thank you. And thank you all. Yes, Eva, COVID did happen for you. It did happen for you. So let's just sum that up. Second area of focus is seeking new opportunities. When you survey the marketplace, you will find opportunities you never knew existed. There are industries that exist today, as we record this on June 29th, 2022, that were not around June 29th, 2019.
Yes, that's true.
That's all right, let's keep moving. Third area of focus for a successful career transition: assess yourself. Okay, that's not the song, right? But it sounds like it.
You got me. You got me. Okay.
I got the music in me. You got, hey, you got, say as you said. I just like the way that sounds. I'm sorry. All right. I'm going to make it.
Thinking about that in the morning. I was like, why am I singing that song?
Yeah. When you wake up in the morning, say as yourself. Yeah, right. That's how you start your day. Say as yourself.
Beautiful.
All right. I'm sorry. I'm going to do a ringtone with that on there. All right. Identify your goals, your skills, and interests, and line them up with the job market. Oh man, I got to get. Lakina Edwards says the pandemic started with panic, huh? It started with panic, but what I'm telling you is it can end with promise. Oh my goodness! Get me started on the P's because I'm prepared.
They can become, I like the alliteration.
They can become perpetual. Oh my God. Okay. Yes, Tanya. Reset. COVID equals reset. Oh, round of applause. We've got to identify our goals, our skills, and interests, and make sure they line up with what's going on in the marketplace. Well, how do you do that? So glad you asked. There are assessment tools, mynextmove.org. Y'all gonna have to keep up or watch the replay. There's the DISC assessment. There's 16 personalities. All right. And so at the end of the day, what? North Star Digital Literacy. I know that's a mouthful, but all of these are things that can help you. And these are just a few, y'all. They're free. You can get them free. And at the end of the day, you have to see what skills you need, again, for tomorrow. Not for today, but for tomorrow. We had, what was it before it was Zoom? What was out there? Online platforms. Help me out. Virtual meeting platforms. Free conference call, video conference call, right?
WebEx.
WebEx. Yep. Right? As bad as it was. But here we go. All of these were platforms that existed, but I'm not going to take the time to learn that. I don't need that. And now what? People are paying, they are paying you to be a producer, a Zoom producer. Huh? Didn't even exist.
Right.
Yeah.
I got friends making $80 an hour to come in and push buttons, make clicks. Not even push buttons, just click. All right.
All right. I didn't know about that one. I'm writing that one down. That's a good one.
Be wary of those shiny objects.
Yeah, man. All right.
Look, third area of focus, assess yourself. Identify your strengths and improve upon your weaknesses. All right. Identify your strengths, improve upon your weaknesses. That's the gist. Number 4, and we're doing good here. Fourth area of focus for a successful career transition is what? Have a marketing plan, a personal marketing plan. And what does that look like? It looks like this picture. Create personal marketing materials that make you stand out from the crowd. What happens if I do that? Oh, wow. Okay, cool. It make you stand out from the crowd. You have to know it's noisy out there. It really is. But how do you cut through the noise? I went to a job interview once, and I shared this with Antonio the other day. And I went to the job interview and I announced for the panel that I had a theme for my presentation today. Like, what? Who comes into a job interview, number one, with a presentation, and he got the nerve to have a theme?
I love it. It's original. It's original.
Right.
And here was my theme. I'm different, but not strange. And can I tell you, number one, I got the job.
Yes.
But number 2, when people would see me, they looked for opportunities to say, boy, that's different, but not strange. Yes, V, you have to be willing to take some risk and not be afraid of rejection.
Hey, Vaughn, thanks for that. Thanks for that one, man.
Way back in the day when I got bamboozled, convinced to be an Amway. They sung us a song. No, 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 no. No, 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 yes. And that was how they prepared us for prospecting. Because when you went out there in the sneaky little way that the clever way that they had of getting people to come to meetings, they knew you were going to get about 25 no's before you got to a yes. And that's the way you got to look at it in this market. Let's keep moving, because few more, and then we'll take questions or comments or concerns. So your personal marketing materials should include these kinds of things. Your resume. And I purposely put in parentheses here, showing career accomplishment. Showing career accomplishment. Your resume should not be a laundry list of duties and tasks.
Okay.
You opened the file cabinet every morning when you went in. You took the paper out and distributed it to the 18 people who were in the office. No, we need to understand what you accomplished. So the lady who told me that she was a cashier at a local retailer and gave good customer service, that bullet point was turned into generated $75,000 a week in revenue while obtaining a 98% satisfaction rate from customers consistently over 2 years. Now, which person you gonna hire? Who you gonna hire?
Yeah,
the second one.
The second one for sure. Fabulous. That was
great.
fabulous.
All right. Elevator pitch, your 30-second commercial. So who are you? What do you do? Well, I'm William Craig III. I'm also known as the career transition guy. And people call me that because I can help job candidates of all stages and ages turn their stagnant 6 to 12 month job search into a successful 6 to 12 week job campaign. And I've done this for thousands, both locally and nationally. And I'd really love to explore how I could partner with you or your organization to help your participants find their dream jobs and get hired as soon as possible. When would be a good time for us to talk about this?
I know some people are going to be calling you tomorrow.
Tomorrow. They'll call me tomorrow. All right. So look, you got to have your elevator pitch. You got to know it. Because why? Wow. That shows why you are the aspirin for their headache. There are over 150 different types of aspirin. Did y'all know that?
I did
not know that.
Yeah, you can Google it.
Mike might have known.
Because he's a New Yorker, of course.
Right.
All right, here we go. Cover letter talks about why we should even think about entertaining you for an interview. Your business or networking card. And the best use of this is to have some information on the front that speaks to who you are and what you can do. And then on the back, boom, some contact information. Thank you for laughing at my corny jokes, Lakina. I appreciate it. A thank you note. Be sure to follow up with folks when they give you space on their calendar. Thank them. It also gives you an opportunity to recall what happened during the interview, where you all clicked, where you all connected. It gives you another chance to sell yourself. People drop the ball on this one. You got to follow up with a thank you note. And then take advantage of technology, y'all. We're in the South, right? We're south of the Mason-Dixon, so I can say y'all. Take advantage of creating a website, a blog, a podcast. Do like the Cheekses have done, some other online presence, YouTube. And how can you do this? It's all free. And you can use LinkedIn as your blog post. You can use LinkedIn to post your videos. Can't I, Antonio?
Absolutely.
That's part of the reason why I'm sitting here today, because Antonio saw a video on my LinkedIn post, which gave him a clue that I was halfway sharp. And decided to invite me. All right.
That's exactly right. I saw it. I said, interesting. Let me see what he's doing. And I leaned in. I said, all right, let me reach out to him.
And then he had his wife reach out to me.
That's leadership.
That's
leadership at work.
I love it. I love it. So here we go. We're going to create marketing tools that will impress the socks off of potential hiring managers. All righty, let's move on to the last one, and then maybe we'll have 5 minutes left for whatever it is y'all need to do. The fifth area of focus for a successful career transition is networking. Mm-hmm. It's networking, networking, networking. And here's the deal. Networking means meeting people who know people. I'm not going to sing that one because I think I've reached my quota and I'll have to charge you if I keep singing. All right. Meeting people who know people. And this is what hooked Antonio. So I made sure I put it in the slide. It's not about who you know. It's about who knows you.
Yeah.
We talked about that, right? That was the phrase that I said, hey, man, let's talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's caught up on who you know. It's not what you know, but who you know. Well, I took it to the 2.0 level. It's not about who you know. It's about who knows you. See, mm-hmm. I know the cheeks, but fortunately, because of LinkedIn, the cheeks knew me. Now let me just clarify what I mean by that. Yes, they knew me, but I wasn't necessarily top of mind. I'm going to be real humble right here. Right? I wasn't necessarily top of mind when they came up with this brilliant idea about the 26 days of focus. But because of something that I said in a video, booyah, all of a sudden Antonio Cheeks says, man, I know this guy. I need to pull him in and make him a part of what we're doing.
Very true.
It is so true. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So,
here we go. Goodness. I love it.
Connect with others so that they can connect you to opportunities. That's what I'm talking about here. Connect with others so they stop click and apply endlessly on all these magnanimous job boards that some of the jobs aren't even real. Okay? Getting lost in the sauce. Connect with some real people that can connect you to opportunities. Say what they need to hear you to say. Show them why you're the aspirin for their headache. And understand this, networking is roughly 85% of your job campaign. And why do I call it a job campaign and not a job search? I know you were wondering, but we're just a little shy in asking. It's because it's not about going out there searching for an opportunity. No, you search for opportunities, yes, but here we go. You need the right opportunity. And when you find the right opportunity, you campaign for it. We're in election season.
Mm-hmm.
These people aren't there saying, hey, I want to get elected. So, whatever comes up, you see my name, or write it in. No, they're saying, I want to be your next governor. And here's why. I want to be your next county executive. And here's why.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what I can do for you. That's the mentality that you've got to have. All righty. With 6.5 minutes to go, we're almost out of here. I think I did pretty good.
You can take all the time you want, man.
Oh, don't tell me that, buddy. Don't tell me that. This will be a 2-hour show. Okay.
No, we won't do that. Okay.
We got a part 2 coming up though in a couple of days.
We got to save some. This is the appetizer right here.
Look, when I told I have one living uncle on my father's side. And when I told him that I talked for 6 hours a day, he said, there's just no way. I said, yes, uncle. Yeah. I get up and I talk. And I talk for 6 hours a day, every day. He's like, I just don't know how you do that. I got a lot in me. Yeah. So in other words, I got a lot of stuff with me. Oh my goodness. Okay, here we go. Networking. Create a contact list. That was the other thing that they taught us in Amway. One of the first things, right?
Yes.
Create that contact list. All you need are phone numbers and email addresses today. And you don't have to tell people your business, because that's another thing I hear. I don't want to tell people I want people all in my business. They're not going to be in your business. Hey, if you hear of a new opportunity in bookkeeping, would you let me know? Hey, I'm looking for a new opportunity as an account executive. My forte is really in the communications field. So if you hear of anything that comes up, let me know.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. And just keep it moving. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
No, don't tell me you missed 3 car payments and the snatch man is coming, right? I watched the snatch man take a car once, and I was so embarrassed. But here we go. I like the New Yorker that I am. I ran outside. I said, "Hey, when will the car be ready?"
That was quick.
That was good. So you letting people know in the audience, or at least think that you have your car going in for service. Yeah.
My neighbors. Hello, because y'all know the neighbors looking out the window when they hear that. They looking out the window to see what's going on. I say, hey, when would a car be ready? I'll call you.
That was funny. That's funny. Oh, that is so good.
Okay.
That is so
I gotta
good.
move on. Look, join a job club. What's a job club? A place where you can meet other like-minded people, trade information about what opportunities exist in the marketplace. Or you can join or start up your own meetup group. You can go to meetup.com. Most all of them are meeting virtually now. It's free to join. You can create your own. They used to have a stipulation that you had to have at least one in-person meetup meeting a month. Don't know if that still exists because of the pandemic, but you can create your own meetup group or join one of the literally hundreds of thousands that exist. Attend workshops and conferences. Great place to network with folks. You want to be an administrative professional? Go to Eventbrite, see what administrative professional conferences or workshops are taking place, and then spend the $10 or get the $25 that your brother-in-law owes you and use that and go. Antonio, does your brother-in-law one of your brother-in-laws owe you $25?
I think I owe them a couple of dollars. Let's not talk about that one. I'm gonna have to edit this out. They're probably thinking now, that's right. He owed me something.
Look, create or update your LinkedIn profile. Here we go. Mark, my man, my sidekick, Mark. If you're not on LinkedIn, you're locked out. Come on, Mark. Man, I'm gonna have to get your address and send you $5 for that one, huh? All right. You gotta be on LinkedIn. Why? Because LinkedIn is the premier business networking platform. Oh my gosh, 2 minutes left. Send connection requests on LinkedIn. Connect with people on LinkedIn. Which people? The people at the companies where you'd like to work. Find out what the culture looks like. Do what we call an informational interview. Okay, don't be threatening. Don't write them and say, hey, can you hook me up? I need a job. I've been clicking and clicking, and nothing's been happening. I saw you work at XYZ company, and I know you. No, don't do that. That's the Mr. Brown way to try and get a job. Don't do that. All right. Request recommendations. There are people you have worked with that you have served well. Find them on LinkedIn, type those names in. And then once you connect with them, send them a note and say, hey, would you mind giving me a recommendation based on this, how I served you in the past? And then update your Facebook page and other social media. Update. What does that mean? Update. That means monitor it. Because there may be some stuff out there, your Uncle Bobo, when he celebrated his 65th birthday, he got his medical marijuana card and he wanted to show it off. And now he tagged you in the picture. So you're guilty by association.
Right.
So you're going to have to unfriend some folks, is what I'm saying. All right. Clean it up. All right. Networking. Connect with those who can connect you. Did I move that? Yes. Who can connect you to opportunities. So now here's the big close here. Just for you all, I've got this.
Hold on.
No. Okay. Drum roll. Ding. Here we go. Special bonus. The top 3 secrets to getting hired. I put together this ebook free consumer report that tells you the things that employers expect you to know, but they're not going to tell you. If you want it, or if you want it for someone you love, it's absolutely free. Because why? Because I'm sitting here in front of my good friends, Antonio and Karen Cheeks. And if you just go to transitionsecrets.com, you'll get a copy sent directly to your email. And there's another free bonus there, bonus information. I'm not going to share what it is, but I did that, threw that in just for y'all. I'm done.
Awesome.
I'm done. It's 9:00. I'm out.
Dude. Woo. All right. So let's first of all, bruh, thank you.
Yes.
That was just fantastic.
Wonderful information. All
right. So look, I'm gonna turn it over to you. I know there's some cues and questions over on the side there. Go ahead and
so
take
here
a
we
moment.
go.
Yeah.
Tanya says, are there any business organizations that you recommend to be a member of for networking or career growth? Number one, start where you are with what you do, because whatever it is you do, and I don't know what you do, but whatever you do, there's an organization or an association for it. And here we go. Someone once asked, should I use the minority thing, the race card? Yeah, absolutely. You know, if you're a black pilot or a black accountant or a black engineer, guess what? There are associations for black folks out there. Take advantage of that. And here's another thing, because we are in the DMV, many government contracts have stipulations that they have to have a certain number of minorities participate in these contracts. So if you're looking from a contractual standpoint, or even, DE&I, diversity, equity, inclusion is, it's on fire. It's on fire today, right? I want to say all of a sudden, right? But it's on fire, right? So take advantage of that. There are folks that are out there looking for you just because you are who you are. All right. Mark says, excuse me, networking can be an impromptu opportunity stream. We've heard your elevator pitch, but what are the essential elements of an effective and succinct? So what are you saying? My elevator pitch wasn't succinct and effective, Mark? Come on now. Don't make me come Harlem up on you. I'll take my jacket off and come up to the Bronx.
Don't do Mark like that. Don't do Mark like that. Got to stand up for our friend.
You can need Karen. No, I'm just going.
Oh, see.
Look. So here we go.
You are off the chain.
I got a formula. It's a 4-step formula. I am, I can, I'd like to explore. When can we talk? It's that simple. I'll say it one more time really slowly. I am, I can, I'd like to explore, and when can we talk? And in my elevator pitch, I used all of those. All righty. Let's see. V says, what's the likelihood that this approach will lead to being successful in expanding a ministry? Well, V, I got to tell you, if you speak the right words to the right audience, they will come. I love the what were the name of the couple, the couple you had in ministry?
The Coopers. Regina and James Cooper.
Mr. and Mrs. Cooper. Okay. At the end of the day, they are a prime example that they are regular people who got to continue to be regular people, but spoke the word in such a way that people were drawn to them, such that they're able to speak to kings and great men. Oh, there's a Bible verse to look up.
Mm-hmm.
And they traveled the world with their little ministry online. They were doing online before it was fashionable.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even really understand what online was. They were like, huh?
Right.
Huh?
Oh
online.
my God.
Okay. Eva, what is Eva? Eva, yes, that was pretty amazing. Oh, you guess we but you okay. Thank you, Eva. Got it. Let's see. All right. Everybody else is just giving me kudos and saying what a wonderful guest I was. So I'll leave it at that. And again, I just want to thank you all for allowing me space to share my voice, because this is what he has called me to do. And on Sunday night, 8 o'clock, when you all join us again, or if you watch the replay, I'm going to be revealing actually publicly something really, really special as it relates to my gifting and calling and the people that I'm called to serve, and how I plan to do that in a way that no one else is doing. And I'm just really excited about it. And again, thank you for the platform to share the little bit of gift that God has given me.
I'm already I got my ticket for Sunday night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be front, just all up into the screen, making sure I'm taking all my notes like I did tonight. I'm just full.
Yeah.
I'm full.
Yeah, it was good. And it's a topic that it's needed right now, because we're in times of transition. And the big word, I guess, in 2020 was pivoting. Everybody said we need to pivot. I don't like that word now, but whatever. We needed to change. People needed to make adjustments. And so as you think about, is this something that a place where I really want to spend my time? We spend a lot of time on our jobs. Mm-hmm. It's good to think about that. Is this where I really want to be? And if not, how do I transition to something where I feel more fulfilled? And so this topic is right on time. So thank you so much.
Yeah, this is really good. Look, ladies and gentlemen, listening, seeing it for the first time or recorded, you want to see the other sessions as well? So go ahead and subscribe hit the bell notification so you'll know when it happens, so you don't miss anything. I am just really overwhelmed with the quality of information that is coming forward. And I don't think people understand, like William, Mr. Craig, when you was alluded to, we just came back from vacation and said, hey, let's do something crazy.
Wait, vacation, what's that?
Yeah, what is a vacation, right? You haven't had
but here we go. How much are you all charging for the series that you have people joining it? How much
for people to come and see this?
20 bucks, 25?
This is absolutely a labor of love.
Yeah.
Huh?
This is absolutely a labor of love.
So you're telling me you're doing this for FREE free?
Twice free.
Oh, y'all, if you're watching this, you better subscribe, click the bell, click the button, and join these two young people who are doing amazing things to sow into the lives of others. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, even tell your enemies, because it might get their life right. Huh?
Huh?
I wouldn't have thought that one.
Hey.
I wouldn't have thought that. Hey, enemies, come take a look at this.
Yeah.
You know what? You closed us out. Father God, bless this man and his mission.
Yes.
Thank you for the work that he's doing on your behalf. May you increase his surroundings, his territory. May this bless his household. Keep them healthy and wise, Lord. Lord, be there to just comfort them in their needs, in their time of needs, whenever what they need, Lord. You know it already. Lord, go ahead and give it to them, Lord. Let their blessing just run over them right now, Lord. Right now, Lord, we ask that you bless them and cover them. In Jesus' name. We love you, Lord.
Ooh, I receive it. I receive it. I'm going to go bathe
it's
in
just,
it.
overflow.
Take a bath in the blessing.
Overflow. Yes. Overflow.
Yes.
Overflow in their lives. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. So again, thank you.
Music.
See y'all tomorrow.
Y'all take care. God bless you and love you all.
Have a blessed night.
Take care.
Thank you, William.
Thank you.